The latest Bleach episode reminded everyone why Kisuke Urahara gets called the smartest character in the series. His fight against Askin was insane. Every move calculated, every decision had a backup plan, and by the end it felt almost impossible to argue against him being number one. And honestly, after watching that episode, I agreed. If you'd asked me who the smartest Bleach character was, I would have said Urahara without even thinking about it. But going back through the series, I noticed something that completely changed how I look at this whole debate. The weird part wasn't that Urahara suddenly looked less smart. It's that another character kept solving impossible problems in a totally different way, and almost nobody gives him credit for it. I'm talking about Mayuri Kurotsuchi. Now before you start typing that I've lost it, hear me out. I'm not saying Urahara isn't a genius. He obviously is. What I'm saying is that Bleach fans usually judge intelligence through one lens only: planning. Think about Urahara's biggest moments: the Hogyoku, training Ichigo, sealing Aizen, even the Askin fight. They're all incredible, but they all share one thing. Urahara almost always has time to prepare before H. That's when I landed on Mayuri. And the more I thought about it, the more this stuck with me. Mayuri almost never gets the luxury Urahara does. He rarely knows what he's actually walking into. Most of the time, it's complete chaos. And somehow, he walks out of it with all the answers. The best example? Szayelaporro. At first, it looks like Mayuri had the whole fight under control, but that's only because he spent the entire thing gathering information. Every single attack wasn't just to hurt his opponent, it was another experiment. And notice how calm he stays through all of it. Most captains lose it when their plan falls apart. Mayuri basically expects it. The second something unexpected happens, he's not frustrated. He's curious. That's a massive difference. By the end of that fight, Mayuri wasn't stronger than Szayelaporro. He just understood him better. Every minute that passed handed Mayuri more information, while his opponent stayed exactly the same. That's why the whole thing slowly tipped in Mayuri's favor. But honestly, that's still not his smartest moment. Because years later, the 1,000-year blood war throws an enemy at him that breaks all the rules. Pernida wasn't just strong. Pernida kept evolving mid-fight. Think about how insane that is to deal with. You finally figure your opponent out, and a few seconds later, their abilities completely change. Most characters would have kept running the same strategy anyway. Mayuri didn't. Every time Pernida evolved, Mayuri evolved right along with it. New drug, new approach, new calculations. And when something failed, he didn't force it. He just moved on to the next idea immediately. And that's what finally sold me on this. Urahara usually wins because his preparation is incredible. Mayuri wins because he's learning faster than the thing trying to kill him. Those are two completely different kinds of smart. There's another difference people rarely talk about. Urahara tries to stop disasters before they even happen. Mayuri? He kind of welcomes them. When something unexpected shows up, he's not panicking, he's taking notes. That's honestly why his fights feel so unpredictable every single time. And Nemu is the perfect example of this. Most captains would have hesitated to throw away years of work like that. Mayuri didn't even blink. Not because he doesn't care, he's just already made peace with the fact that progress costs something. It's a brutal way to think, but it's exactly why he keeps adapting, when everyone else around him freezes up. Now, to be fair, Urahara has accomplishments Mayuri just can't touch. Creating the Hogyoku by itself is one of the biggest scientific achievements in the entire series. His inventions reshaped Soul Society, and even Aizen respected him enough to see him as an actual threat. And honestly, that's kind of the whole debate right there. We're not really comparing two smart guys, we're comparing two completely different kinds of genius. One's the engineer who builds the perfect answer before the problem even shows up. The other's the scientist who figures it out after everything's already on fire. So if Soul Society asked me to prepare for another war, I'm picking Urahara, no contest. But if you dropped me into some impossible situation with zero information and told me to pick one person to have my back, I'm picking Mayuri, every time. Look, maybe you completely disagree with me, and honestly, that's what makes Bleach so fun to argue about. Intelligence isn't as simple as this guy's smarter than that guy. But after going back and rewatching both of their fights, I genuinely think Mayuri doesn't get the credit he deserves. So, who's your pick? Urahara or Mayuri? And more importantly, why?